Hello students, in this video we will see the detailed application process for TCS recruitment. You need few things to know before starting the registration. If you have already registered, there is one process, and if you are registering new, there is another process. There are 3 steps in the registration. The first one is the basic information registration, and then you have detailed application registration, and then you have to apply for the drive. So only after completing all these 3 steps, your candidature will be taken into account. Now, if you already have an account in TCS Next Step portal, check whether your registration ID is starting with CT or DT and it is followed by 2023 or 2024. Your registration ID should start with CT or DT and it should be followed by 2023 or 2024. Only then your candidature will be taken into account. Otherwise, you will not be called for the recruitment drive. If you already have an account, but your registration ID doesn't satisfy this condition, there are 2 steps you can do. One is you can inform your placement officer, you can provide your registration ID, you can ask your placement officer to send it to the TCS recruitment team. In the backend, they will delete it. After that, you can apply new. Or you can use a different email ID, a fresh email ID, and you can apply as a new candidate. So for new users, that is, if you do not have a profile already with TCS Next Step portal, you can start with the registration process. Watch everything I do carefully. It is very important. You should not make any mistake during the application process. The link for applying for this drive is nextstep.tcs.com/campus. The registration link is also given in the description. You can click that and directly go to the application page. I strongly suggest you to do the application process on a laptop. Make sure that there are no blocks for external messages, like you might have activated ad blocks or something like that. So pop-ups is mandatory, because the last process, apply for drive, there will be a pop-up. Only if you click apply for drive on that pop-up, you will be completing your registration process. If your browser has pop-up blocks, remove those blocks and then start your application process. Now let us start with the application process. So we are getting into the web page, nextstep.tcs.com/campus. Click on the register now button. This is very important. There are 2 options here. One is IT and the other one is BPS. Now the recruitment is for IT. You are going to apply for an IT job. There are 3 roles, as I told you in the previous video, that is Ninja, Digital and Prime. All these roles come under IT. So you need to select IT. Once you select that, you will be taken to the registration page. The first thing that they are asking is to use the personal email domain address. Do not use the institute or college email. Since you are in the last semester, the moment you get out of your college, that is graduate from college, there is a huge chance that your email ID, institute given email ID, might get deactivated. In that case, it will be difficult for you to get information from TCS. That is why they are asking you to use your personal email ID. So I'm going to use my personal email ID here. Enter the complete email ID and then click on get OTP. An OTP will be sent to your email ID. You can search through your email ID from your laptop, or in a new tab, or you can check it in your phone. I have received the OTP. It will be an alphanumeric OTP, both uppercase, lowercase, and digits will be there. So make sure you provide it properly. Make sure the OTP is case sensitive. Make sure you give it correctly. All right. Okay. So here it is asking for the Aadhaar number, the last four digits of your Aadhaar number. So I have given the last four digits. The first name, middle name, surname. First name and surname are compulsory. Now, if you have a very small name, for example, your name is Ajay or Abhi, if you do not have a middle name or a surname, what you can do is you can provide like this. Same detail in all three. Do not worry if you do not have a surname or middle name, something like this. You can repeat the name. Date of birth. Select your proper date of birth. Don't make any mistake here. See, even year 2024 is given, but if you're applying for this, you will be at least 20 years old. So let us start with 2004. Click on I agree, and then click on proceed. Here you need to select the title, select the gender, provide your mobile number, institute name, make sure you type completely. So I'll also type one more. You can see the spelling here, and you can type it completely. It is not getting selected, so you need to type it completely. So I'll go with a smaller one. Qualification. If you are doing BE or B.Tech, accordingly you select. For BE, Bachelor of Engineering. For B.Tech, Bachelor of Technology. If you are MCA, you can type like master in computer application. For MS, Master of Science. For M.Tech, Master of Technology, something like this. You will get a drop down. you can select the appropriate qualification. Year of passing, this is very important. It must be 2024. Your year of passing must be 2024. Only then, using your registration ID, when you apply for the drive, it will consider you for the drive. If not, you will not be considered. So this is very important. Mention 2024. Nearest TCS office. You can select the nearest TCS office. Whichever city is closer to you, you can select that. Now it is asking for a captcha. Make sure you provide it correctly. It is case sensitive. Okay, now it is asking to confirm my email ID and mobile number. So I have given it correctly. I click on confirm. Now, this is the most important thing. I want you to take a screenshot of this or a photo or copy this and send an email to yourself. Okay, copy this, send an email to yourself, keep it somewhere very safe. As of now, I'm going to write it down on a paper next to me. DT 2024 5273543. This is a 11-digit number, DT followed by 11-digit number. As I told earlier, only if your registration ID or reference ID is starting with DT and following with 2024 or 2023, it will be accepted. Otherwise, it will not be accepted. You need to create a new profile or get support from your placement officer to delete your old profile through the recruitment team. I will also make sure to take a screenshot of this and save it somewhere safe. All right. Let us click on continue. Now the registration is completed. You are jumping into the application process. Give the captcha. Another OTP is sent to my email. I will check for that OTP and enter it here. Make sure this process, you'll have only 4 minutes. Within 4 minutes, you try to get the OTP and enter it. By this time, you should have also received a confirmation email from TCS mentioning that your registration process is complete. Now we are going to log in into our profile. This is the application homepage. Click on application form. It will take a few seconds to load this page. Important instructions, read through these instructions. So you have 4 sections here. One is personal details, academic and work experience details, other details, application form, preview and declaration. So you need to complete all these 4 steps. Read through this completely. Whichever is mandatory, you have to fill it. To save the details and navigate to the next field or screen, click Save and Continue. To submit the form, click Submit Application Form in Form Preview and Declaration section. Here, once you get to the last part, you will be able to submit the application. After you apply, please review all the details one more time and make sure that you have not made any errors and you have mentioned all the mandatory fields. Click Save after editing any details in a form. Okay. Please note that if you do not submit the form after editing any details, the details will not be saved. Okay. Let us start filling the form. The nearest TCS office is mentioned as Bangalore. Name is already there. Father's name. Fill that. Date of birth is given. Gender is given. House and apartment block. Select country as India. State, your state. City. Give the correct pin code or the permanent address and present address same. If yes, click yes. Otherwise, click no. If you click no, they will ask for you to fill this present address also. If you click yes, the same thing will be copied here. So email ID is there. Alternate email ID. You can provide an alternate email ID and alternate phone number. Alternate number, that is landline number, is not mandatory, but alternate mobile number is mandatory. You save it and then click on save and continue. Okay, we are into the second section of the application form. Here, read the instructions. Marks or CGPA obtained denotes total marks or CGPA secured by you in all subjects and semesters in the first attempt. The marks or CGPA denotes total maximum marks or all subjects, all semesters in the first attempt. Read through this carefully. Each and everything is important. I've already read all these things, so I'm continuing to the application process. Highest qualification. Institute name. Now, you can type the institute name. It will select it. Now, if your institute name is not mentioned, type others. You click on others, then you can type your college name here. Okay, if your institute name is not mentioned. As of now, I'm giving a sample college name and it is there, so I'm selecting it. Highest qualification. So you can select your highest qualification here. So I'm going to select Bachelor of Engineering. Year of passing, do not change it here. By default, it is showing 2024. If you change this, you will not be able to participate in the drive. So keep it as it is. Graduate. Okay. After this, click on save and continue. It will take you to the next part in this section. Course name is Bachelor of Engineering. Course duration. So since you are graduating in 2024, you must have started in the year 2020. So you can say 2020 August you joined. So 1st of August 2020 and 2024 June or May 31st. You can mention it as May 31st, 2024. It is not necessary that it is accurate. Make sure that it has a 4-year period. 2020 to 2024 has 4-year period. It should have that 4-year period. That's all. Little less than 4-year period is okay. If it exceeds 4-year period, then it will be a problem for you. Course type is full-time. Then specialization. For example, if you are studying computer science, and technology and computer science and engineering, something like this, you can select it. The proper course or proper specialization you have to select. Grading system. If your college provides marks, then it will ask you to provide the total marks and marks obtained. If it is CGPA obtained, for example, 7. Please enter, okay, and 7.3 equivalent percentage. So if it is 7.3 equivalent percentage, mention it as 73. You are also supposed to provide 2 digits after the decimal point. So if it is exactly 73, you can put it as 73.00. Okay. So you can keep both these fields same. 7.3, 7.3 and equivalent percentage 73.00. There is no need to convert your CGPA to percentage using the formula given by your university. There is no need. If your CGPA is 7.3, equivalent percentage, mention it as 73.00. Decimal, after decimal point, 2 digits should be there. Okay. Now let us save. Okay. 73.00. Just click on save and continue. Yeah, it accepted. Now, before graduation, your UG, whatever you have done, you have to select it. Either you did 12th grade or equivalent diploma or both. If you have done both, click both. It will ask for both of those. So let us go with an ideal candidate who completed 12th grade. Specialization. If you have taken computers, you can mention as computers. If you have taken biology, you can type biology. If you have taken pure science, you can type as pure science. It is up to you, whichever you have taken. Type either computers or biology or pure science. If you have done commerce also, you can mention that also. So I'm going to go with computers. University or institute. This will be your school name. You can type your school name here. Board of Education, whether it is CBSE, ICSE or IGCSE or IB or any other, or state board. So I'll go with state board here. Course duration. See, this is your 12th grade. It is a 1 year duration, right? So if you never had any year gap at all, in 2020 you joined engineering, which means in 2020 you completed your 12th grade. So select the year 2020. Select the year 2020. In the month of April, you must have finished your 12th standard. So you can say April 30th of 2020. When did you start your 12th standard? It will be in the year 2019. So 2019, let us say you started in the month of June, just after your summer vacation. 1st of June 2019 you started and 30th of April 2020 you finished it. So it should be less than or equal to 1 year, the duration. Okay. So course type is full-time. Grading system, let us say it is marks. Total marks obtained, let us say you obtained 450 marks out of 500 marks. It will automatically calculate the equivalent percentage. So maximum marks is the highest mark that you could have obtained, and marks obtained is the mark you scored in that 12th exam, final exam. Okay. So after you provide this info, click on save and continue. Now it is asking for your 10th grade. So 10th grade roll number. So whatever your roll number is, you mention that. And university name or school name, you mention your school. Don't type my school. You mention the school in which you studied. Okay. Board of Education, let us say state board. Course duration. You joined, you completed 12th standard in 2020. That means In 2019, you completed your 11th standard. In 2018, you completed your 10th standard. So I'm going to select the year 2018, April. So April 30, 2018, you completed your 10th standard, and in 2017 you joined 10th standard. So select 2017 June 1st. So 1st of June 2017 to 30th of April 2018 you did your 10th standard. So here also let us say it is marks. You obtained 460 marks out of 500. Click somewhere outside, it will calculate the equivalent percentage. Make sure you provide all these details, the correct details, because post joining during verification, if they find any discrepancy, they will revoke your offer. Click on save and continue. Have you done any other course? What happens if I click yes, course name? It could be any certification course that you have done. Okay, if technologically, if you have learned any certification courses or any design courses, something like that, you can mention those here. If it is done in a proper university or institute. Okay. If not, you can click on no. Click on no, only then you click on save and continue. Experience details. Do you have any relevant work experience? If you have a work experience, so click on this, add new row. It will ask for your employee ID, name of employer, address of employer. All these things you can mention. If not, you can click on no and then save and continue. Now we are into declaration of this section. Do you have any break in studies? If you have any break in studies, that means between your school and college, if you had taken any break, or between your UG and PG, if you had taken any break, mention the duration and the reason. See here in the application notification, they mentioned there should not be more than 2 years of year gap. So here, if you are mentioning a number, please mention less than 2. Okay, 2 or less than 2. If you do not have any break in studies, you click on no. Have you done any other courses? You can click on no if you have not done any other courses. Do you have any pending backlogs currently? No. If you click on yes, your candidature will not be accepted. And only if you do not have any backlogs, only then you apply. Okay, don't lie in the application process by clicking no, because once you finish your recruitment process, once you get the offer, later if they get to know that you have a backlog, then they will revoke your offer. Then that will create a different problem for you. So tell the truth in this column, and only if you click no, you will be accepted for the interview process. Please mention details of academic projects undertaken. Most of you by this time, you might have gotten ready your resume. In that resume, you might have mentioned about your projects. You can mention about your projects in this section. Okay. So I'm going to just type some random letters. You can copy paste it here. Okay. It is an added information about you. They can get to know better. Now, you have taken all subject marks into consideration for calculating the obtained total marks. Yes. The marks CGP obtained entered by you for each of the above mentioned academic qualification has been secured in the first attempt. Yes. You have considered only the marks CGP obtained during the normal duration of the course calculating obtained. Yes. You have completed each of the above mentioned academic courses in stipulated time as specified by university or institute. Click yes. You have declared break in studies or work experience and pending backlogs, if any, during your academics. Yes. If you had any, you have mentioned. So you have to mention it as yes. Even if you didn't have any breaks, that means if you had any, you are mentioned. I didn't have, I didn't mention. So the answer should be yes for this. You have not attempted the TCSL selection process in the last 6 months. Yes. If you have attended, you will not be considered for the interview. So you click on yes. You have read the eligibility criteria and understood that your candidature all these details? Yes. Just mention that you have read the eligibility criteria. Click on I agree and then click on save and continue. Now, so the next part is other details, nationality and languages known. Nationality, you can select India. Languages known, you can select any language. The first one is mention your mother tongue. So if you are a Kannadiga, you can select Kannada. You can speak, read, write, and also it is your mother tongue. Select all those. Then add another regional language, let us say Hindi. If you know this also, you can mention this. There should be only one mother tongue. So make sure you don't click it again. So let us say you also know English. Read, write, and speak. Okay. Now, after this, click on save and continue. Achievements. So whatever achievements you have mentioned in your resume, you can copy paste it here. Achievements, scholarships, participations, workshops, whatever you have done, you can mention those details here. But make sure you type it in a Word document separately. You highlight or you make it bold or put it in bullet points. After that, you copy paste it here. If you randomly copy paste, when they see your profile from their end, it will not look neat. So make sure you type it properly or copy paste from a neatly designed Word file. Certifications. If you have done any certification, then you can mention it here. For example, let us say you have done AWS certification. So let us say you have done some certification. Okay. So like that, you can search whatever certification you have done. You can search for it and you can mention it. If not, do not give any certification here. Now, click on save and continue. Now it will ask you to upload your photo and CV. So this detail will be printed on your TCS identity card. So this should be accurate. Select your blood group. Upload a photo. Upload your CV. So make sure your CV is either in PDF form or document form or Word file, TXT, on maximum 500 KB. Mostly try to upload in PDF form. So I'm going to upload mine, some dummy profile. All right. So once this is done, you can click on save and continue. Now this is the most important part, the last step. Are you involved in any pending and or closed civil criminal case proceedings? You have to mention it as no. Are you involved in any pending and closed disciplinary malpractices or something like this? You can click on no. Application form preview. You click on the preview. Okay. Have you appeared for TCS interview earlier? If you have not, you can click no. After you click on the application preview, it will get downloaded. You can open that file and see whether everything is proper. Once you confirm everything is proper, then you can come back to this page. Save this application somewhere. Okay. Save this somewhere safe. Remember where you have saved it. Send it as an email to yourself so that you can access it whenever you want. So here you have to mention it as no. Now terms and condition, go through this terms and condition, click on I agree. So the date is automatically generated. Place you have to mention. Let us say you are doing this from Bangalore. Now click on submit application form. This is very important. See, now you will get a pop-up. This is the most important part. If you forget to do this, there is no use. This is the only one time where you can do it. Would you like to apply for TCS recruitment drive? Click on yes. Nearest test center. Click here to the select the nearest tech center. So let us see whether Ballari is provided here. BABE, okay. Or let us check whether Hubli is given. So let us say you are very close to Bangalore. You can select that, click OK. Go through that list, whichever you feel is closest to you or comfortable to you, select that. This exam is going to be conducted only on TCS Ion centers. You cannot take it from home. So choose the center that is very comfortable to you to reach on time. Okay. Preferred job location 1. So you can select the job locations and then click on apply. You have applied for the recruitment drive. Once you get this message, it means you have completed your application process. Now click on track my application. It should show applied for drive, application received, candidate registration done. Candidate registration is over, application has been received, and you have applied for the drive. When all these are done, it means you have completed your registration process. Now, that is it. If you have any doubts, you please put it in the comment section, or you can contact us. Let me write down my contact number. This is my WhatsApp number. If you have any doubts, you can contact. So my contact number is 9566634509. I wish you all the best for this exam, and I wish most of you get selected in the prime role, which offers the highest package here. We will also start our video sessions on our channel very soon. Please do watch those and get prepared. All the best. Thank you so much for watching.